Alright, what's going on guys? It's Rest, and in this video, I want to talk about the Vosk's Deathgrip. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is a weapon that's been pretty much a meme since the time it came out. It was never really good, but it is a very cool legendary in itself, but the gun itself is just kind of bad. But they have recently went out and buffed it and actually gave it a 100% damage increase. They're essentially just doubling the damage, and we're going to see our performance now. So if you don't know what this gun does, essentially you have the normal variant of it where you shoot this out and it's going to shoot out a bunch of little shock things. Well, mine's shock obviously, but you can get different elements, and they're constantly just going to do damage to the enemies. Now you also have a secondary fire mode, the grasp right here, that actually shoots out like a little disc that will create a singularity. I don't think it created it right there because it was in the ground. And then, so the way you want to use it is obviously pull people in and then kill everybody with the little shock thing. Now, these little lasers right here can't actually kill you. If you get too close, they will do splash damage when they first, like, do the initial burst. Apparently, they don't want to do it for me right now, but you can absolutely die to this thing. So you have to be kind of careful when you are using it because you can die to it just like that. So with the 100% damage drop, we're going to go see how this thing can perform. And I'm really skeptical about it. Oh, and also, if you guys haven't noticed, I did change the lights back here to a pinkish purplish. Let me know if you guys like that better than the blue. I think it looks a little bit better. I feel like it complements the area a little bit more. And also, as you see, I have another little knickknack up here. It's a necklace that one of my close friends made. It's super cool that she made that for me, so I figured I would go in and hang that up too, add a little bit to the setup, and kind of complete that little RA section over there. But getting over here to the gun now, we're going to do the grasp real quick. So the singularity, you can see it pulls them all in. As you see, it's going to pull them all in, and then you could use this to do damage. As you see, it is still tickling enemies, even with the 100% damage buff. But that is a bigger enemy. We'll do it on one of the smaller ones, and we'll see what it does right there. Okay, it actually did do some okay damage right there to that enemy. I'm trying to use it sort of like Anarchy from Destiny. You can kind of make enemies walk into it. It reminds me a lot of Anarchy, but as you see, like, it's just not that practical. If you shoot it like on the enemy, like, it's not really like doing much. Like, it's a really weird weapon to use, and obviously you're supposed to use the singularity to pull them all in, and then use this to do a lot of damage at once on all the enemies. As you see, you kind of can do some work with it like that, but there's really just like never a reason to really use this over just using any other shotgun in the game. If you're trying to like just shock everything, you can use something like the Brainstormer right here, and yeah, now you're just shocking literally everything, and it's doing more damage. And honestly, that looks a little cooler than that, but you kind of see what I'm saying. Like, it's just the damage buff definitely did help, but it's just still not that practical to use. I'm gonna go up here to this enemy, and I'm almost certain it's actually not even gonna reach this guy, but we can give it a shot and we'll see what happens. If I jump up and try to hit him, well, none of the little lasers are even touching him, but it can't reach him though. And, well, I'm not sure if it can. I'll get a little closer. There we go. Some of the lasers are hitting, and like, it's doing okay damage. Like we killed him after that long. If we actually shoot a singularity, we'll actually take him off the turret. Well, I don't even think that hit, but it's just, it's not practical. It's just the best way to say it. I'm gonna start incorporating some like action skills and see what happens. There's a bunch of little enemies right here. Obviously, this is probably gonna do a lot of damage. Yeah, it kills everything around it because phase grasp and tossed it by. But like, maybe if you do like a build like this where you just, I'll say you do a build like that, but there's, you could use any other gun and achieve the exact same thing. It's just not that good. I don't really know a way that could fix it. Maybe if you didn't have to charge the gun up itself, you could just kind of spam the lasers everywhere. That'd be good. And maybe kind of like Anarchy in Destiny, you could like, actually place where you want to place. Like, say you could shoot one like right here and right over here, and then all the enemies that run out, they're gonna just like die. I think that might be the best way to fix it, because as of the way it stands now, it's just not that good. I'm gonna go up here and show you guys, and we'll try to get up here to the Kraken so you can see kind of like quote-unquote boss and capabilities of what it can do. But as we all know, like, it's probably not going to do the greatest. Again, with Taz, the Bind kind of does like a good amount of damage, and even with Revolter proc, like like, as you see, this is like, that was with Revolter active a little bit right there, and it still just doesn't do that much. And this enemy right here is just running through it, like, and then I'm pretty sure I just died to it right there. But like you understand what I'm saying. Like, it's very niche at best. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, it does remind me a lot of Anarchy. I feel like if they kind of changed it kind of like Anarchy in Destiny 2, it would be pretty good. And speaking of Destiny 2, if you don't know, the new season actually does come out next week alongside like the huge Witch Queen reveal. So I'll probably have my reaction up of that. I'm also going to be covering the Destiny content, but don't worry, I am also going to be doing Borderlands content as well. I'm not going to stop that. So if you do enjoy either of those games and you'd like to see a bunch of content on it, consider subscribing and dropping a like. Or if you just enjoyed this video, all of that is always super appreciative, and it helps this channel out tremendously. And I seriously thank you guys for it. But we're almost up here to the Kraken, and this is a like a flamethrower one, and the shock is just not doing much damage. So I'm just gonna go on and switch to something else and kill it, because literally like it's gonna take forever to kill that thing. I'm gonna go on and just kill this little protector right here, because I don't want it to be a pain. And we'll let the Kraken walk down a little bit so we can get some decent, like, you know, chains on him. And we'll go on to shoot it. This is shock, obviously, but I mean, it's actually not doing terrible on single target. Maybe this is where the gun shines. Like, you can just spam this on a boss and kind of just casually kill him. Like, you can shoot it, run and hide somewhere so you don't take damage. And you can actually end up maybe killing the boss like that. It definitely will be better on bigger enemies, because obviously all the chains will hit. And on smaller enemies that just move a lot, it's going to be pretty bad. You know, but with that knowledge, I will take this down to the Valkyrie squad and show you guys how it performs there. All right, so down here on the Valkyrie squad, I'm just going to phase grasp and just get their shields off instantly if it could hit. All right, there we go. So they're going to go up top now. We'll see when they jump back down how it's going to perform on a single target. Maybe like in a area right here too, if you kind of move them around a little bit, it might be okay. But yeah, like it's just not doing that much damage at all. All right, so the boss is coming down now. We're going to go and shoot it on him. Hopefully he doesn't move, and yeah, he already moved. But he did move back into it, and yeah, I'll proc Revolter, and yeah, it's literally just tickling. Like, now we're doing some damage. This might be the only gun where the Revolter doesn't actually make it look absurdly broken, but that's not due to the fact that, like, the damage it does. I think the damage buff is actually good, because you see it actually will take the enemies down, but it's just the way the gun actually works is why it's so bad. Well, not really bad, but it's very, very situational. Yes, you do have the little gravity thing to pull people in to, you know, bump everybody up to do a lot of damage, but that does have a cooldown to use, and the damage that you get out of the gun is just not worth having that cooldown, where you could just use something like a Brainstormer to kill everything, or just any other gun in the game to kill everything, and it's just never really going to see as much playtime as any other weapon in the game. I think this gun definitely does need like fundamental changes to its legendary effect to actually become useful. Like I said, maybe no charge time, no cooldown on the little grasp thing, and also being able to just kind of like spam shots wherever you want to and like connect together, kind of like Anarchy and Destiny. And I feel like this gun could actually be pretty useful and very, very good. But where it's at right now is just very situational, and I wouldn't really recommend getting it. But if you do want to, this is a Mayhem 4 drop from Troy Calypso. You have to be on Mayhem 4 to get it, but it can drop from him. And if you want to go falling for it, more power to you. But I honestly would not recommend it even after the buff. But anyway, that is all for me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.